Welcome back, and this is video 5 of my away game playthrough. So we've just jumped from the subway car to solid ground and we'll continue on from there.
An ingenious solution. The glider has found an unlikely ally in this large buck who doesn't seem bothered at all by his furry stowaway. This piggyback ride will help the glider avoid predators that lurk in the swamps. For now.
So when you jump into the trees, you'll often see these white lines on the trunks and branches, which admittedly don't look very natural, but they look kind of painted on. But they're very helpful at guiding you where to go. And I don't remember them being in the game when it was first launched, but I could be wrong there. Narrowly missed getting eaten by a crocodile or an alligator there, which was lucky. And then when you're in the trees, if you see these little yellow sort of sponge looking things, they're actually the same as the yellow mushrooms that look like grass, so eat those.
The sugar glider retreats to the comparative safety of the trees. He feels most at home here, balancing on branches like a tightrope walker, avoiding what threats lurk on the ground. This lynx rufus, or bobcat, is hungry and on the lookout for preys that might come his way. Our sugar glider will stay protected if he stays on high branches.
So that jankiness that I mentioned earlier that people have noted about this game, it's most noticeable when you're in the trees and you're trying to guide the sugar glider along a branch and he just won't go where you want him to go. And also leaping from one tree to another sometimes is problematic because the sugar glider will go off in a totally different direction to what you intended, which could mean death if you're near a predator.
The tangle of trees acts as a secret pathway to safety for our dauntless Joey.
When you glide from one tree to another, if you miss and land on the ground, as long as you're close, you should be fine, so don't panic. But obviously in this case, I was a bit too far away.
mists of a waterfall provide a temporary respite. The storm is getting closer. The trees won't be able to protect the glider from high winds, torrential downpour, or lightning strikes. The Joey must act fast to avoid being caught in the tempest.
That jump's a little tricky because you need to land on the left-hand side of the ledge. If you hug the wall, you tend to just slide down into the water and die. And if you try and go further out from the wall, you tend to miss the ledge altogether, unfortunately. This location's worth remembering for later in the game when you're doing the collectibles, as it has quite a few rare insects such as the beige coloured stag beetle. Now you'd think that you would go in here where the sparkly things are, because that usually denotes a fast travel point or a nest or something of interest. But actually we don't go in here, we go all the way to the end of the cliff, and I'll make that the end of this video, which has been a lot shorter than the last one.